Hi friends, I'm Smita and welcome to my channel Divine Vibrations. Today I'm guided to do a general reading for the lunar eclipse which is happening in the sign of Scorpio on 5th and 6th of June. I want you to remember that I follow the Vedic astrology, not the Western astrology. So because this eclipse is happening in Scorpio, deep emotional wounds may come up to the surface, something that we have been ignoring. Some anger maybe that we have been suppressing, some traumas that we have been ignoring. All of this will come up for healing. Your deep inner truths will be revealed. So this is going to be a very important eclipse. The effect of this eclipse will last for almost 3 months. Solar eclipses, the effect lasts for 6 months. Within the next month, up to 3 months, you will start seeing the effects of this eclipse. So let's pull out some cards to see what is the energy of the eclipse. What is the energy that this eclipse is bringing? You are good enough. So this eclipse is going to bring a lot of self-love in us. It is going to bring that inner strength up for a lot of us. We will realize we don't have to put up any false masks to impress people. We don't have to go out of our way to be nice to people even though they are hurting us. We will realize that we are good enough as we are. Don't let people pull us down. Don't let people criticize us and make us feel guilty for things we have not done or wrongs that they did to us, made us feel insecure, unstable, unloved, uncared. Don't let all of this affect you and know that you are good enough. So this is a beautiful card that came right in the beginning. We all need to concentrate a lot on self-love. That is a major theme coming up for many years now, and I keep emphasizing it to everyone that comes to me for healing. Concentrate on self-love. You are good enough. You don't need to dance on anyone's tune. Let's see the next card that is coming up. What do you need to release? The waning moon. Yeah, so we need to look at all the things that are there within us and around us that we need to release. Old habits, toxic behaviors that we have, old traumas that we are holding on to, our ego that we are holding on to, anger, grudges, pain, angst, the feeling of taking revenge. All of these negative emotions, they just make us heavy and they just pull us down. So we need to let go of all this. We need to let go of things in our life. There may be a lot of clutter in our life. Projects that we have started, which we have half completed, and they're just lying there. We have neglected them. Relationships we have neglected, or relationships that are toxic and not working for us. Things around our place, clothes, other articles, anything in your life that you feel is not working for you, is useless in your life, is just adding to the burden of your life, release it. We need to release judgments, we need to release fears, we need to release beliefs and patterns that we have been carrying since childhood, since maybe past lives. Since this is in Scorpio, those deep past life issues will also come up. Ancestral healing will also come up. What is going on in our family since generations, the traumas, the hurts and pains. If you are a light worker, if you are an empath, if you are a spiritual worker, you will feel it all the more strongly. We are also working on the traumas and the toxicity of the collective consciousness, and we need to help release that as well. Many of us are even helping the collective conscious to release many things. Let's pull out a third card to see what will be the energy. Emotions are running high. We have been getting this card for some time now, for almost a month, I think, and a half. Emotions are running high, and with Mars entering Pisces along with and conjuncting Neptune, there is a big emphasis on emotions, especially for men or the divine masculine and even the masculine that we all carry within us. So when we feel vulnerable or when we feel open in a relationship, our masculine part or our ego part becomes very defensive and wants to protect our heart because it doesn't want to be hurt by the things others say. We are sensitive, we feel anger or hurt when others say something to us that we were not expecting. So our mind runs away from it. It creates an illusion of, no, this person is not good for us, this person is wrong, I am right, this is that and that is this. All judgments and all the mind games, they come up within us, and we can see it in others also around us. To remember that this is just a defense mechanism to protect our heart. We don't have to play this mind games. We just have to stay calm and centered. Just concentrate on your own peace and control your emotions, because Scorpio is also again about emotions. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to your emotions. Pay attention to what you're feeling. Remember, you are feeling it. An emotion, you are not that emotion. So don't say I am sad, say I am feeling sad, I am experiencing sadness. That makes it more objective and that makes it more easy to handle and makes it more distant and less hurtful. Like even when we are judging someone else, if we say that person is rude or that person is vengeful, instead of saying that, we say that person is currently acting rude. This sentence of this person was rude. Then you don't judge the whole person based on that one sentence or that one episode, and then it becomes easier to manage that relationship. So pay attention to your emotions, what they are bringing out in you. Heal them, release them, disconnect from them, and treat them as they are, just emotions. Yeah. So let's see what will come to light. Okay, this card wants to come up. What will come to light during this eclipse? Ace of Rods. So somewhere some new beginning will come to our life. We will understand something in a new way. A new project may come to us. A new passion may come to us. A new idea may come to us. Something new, a new relationship may come to us. So some new beginning will happen during this full moon. Nice. What else will come to light? Okay, what I'm also getting is somewhere that something new that we have been avoiding, some new step that we have needed to be taken. Somewhere it will be shown to us how to do it and how to execute it. We may find people who will help us execute it or take the new steps that we need to take. Nine of Wands. So somewhere where we have been defending ourselves, we have been fighting for something, we have been persevering in some way, that will come to light to us, where we have been putting up our defenses, where we have been keeping people away from us, keeping our emotions away from us, keeping our heart away from us, our soul purpose away from us. That will come to light. What else will come to light on this full moon? Six of Cups. Wow, that's such a beautiful card. So somewhere we will realize, we will be shown which relationship is the best for us, which is our soulmate relationship or a twin flame relationship. It's a past life relationship. It may also bring someone back from our past to reconnect, and there may be reconciliation with someone who will come back into our life, with whom we shared an innocent love, innocent friendship, or maybe a business partnership or any such partnership or any such relationship that was innocent, that was honest, that was beautiful. Or even in a certain relationship, if you were before very honest and truthful and open-hearted before, but it had changed over time, you will go back to that feeling, you will remember that feeling, and you will want that feeling again. It will bring that feeling back into your life. Nice. So let us see what will be challenging us in this full moon. What will be challenging us this full moon? Three of Pentacles. So forming a team, doing hard work, taking advice from people, taking support from people, that is going to be challenging to us at this time. Creating a team and working together, working on a project together with someone, working on a job with our colleagues, any such area of our life where we need to work as a team, where we need to combine forces with someone and we need to take advice and listen to everyone's opinions, that is going to be difficult for us. We may object to other people's opinions thinking only we are right. We will not be open to seeing things in a different light. So that is going to be a challenge. Remember it when you are fighting with someone. What else is challenging us? The Queen of Pentacles. So it could also mean someone who is a earth sign in your life, a woman or someone who has those energies. Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn may be challenging in your life. Maybe this person is presenting challenges to you, or dealing with this person is challenging to you, or it could also be being in that abundant energy. She is an abundant queen. She has a pentacle in her hand. She has all the resources and necessary things in her life to lead a very happy and abundant life. So some way we may feel a challenge to be abundant or to find the abundance within our life and our resources. We may feel a lack, or we may have a feeling of lack. Even though we don't have a lack, we may have a feeling of lack. So we need to work on that feeling. Know that the universe is always supporting you, always giving you enough for your needs, not for your greed, but remember that. So stop being greedy, pay attention to your needs, and you will realize you have more than enough for your needs. What else will be challenging us? Page of Rods. So there may be a younger person in your life, maybe a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that may present a challenge to you. It could also be your own energy. A Page of Rods is someone who takes action to do something new, who brings a passionate message, or who moves forward in a passionate way. So that area may be challenged for us to move forward with passion, to bring that excitement and passion back into our lives, to bring that new beginning back into our life, to restart in any area of our life, whatever it is, whether it is the job or business or relationships or any other area, some idea, hobby. So we are finding it somewhere difficult to bring that start in our life with passion. So we need to work on that. That may be challenging to us. So let's see what we need to focus on. What we need to focus on. What do we need to focus on this full moon? Control. Oh my god, this card has been coming regularly for so many readings now. This is the Strength card in the normal tarot deck, where you see a woman holding the lion. So I'm getting two messages here again, which I have been saying again and again. For some people who have been controlling their emotions, trying to control their life and trying to lead a life which is, everything is in control, everything is prim, proper and not going with the flow, they need to let go of control. And those who have let go of too much control are just flowing here and there without any focus, without any control on their emotions. They need to control their emotions, they need to hold back, they need to see with their heart's eye, from the inner eye, and not with their physical eye. They need to allow their soul to guide them and not their five senses. So somewhere we need to let go of control, and somewhere we also need to control. Some areas of our life we need to let go of control. Some areas of our life we need to control. What else should we focus on? Take the lead. This is the Three of Wands card. So somewhere we need to take the lead in certain area of our life. We need to focus on how we can take the lead and move forward in the direction of our dreams, in the direction we want. We have been waiting for some time now to manifest our dreams, waiting for our ships to come home. So we need to take the lead and move forward in that direction, not sit home and wait, not control. Move forward, take the lead. What else should we focus on? Trust. Wow, the Fool card. So one more major arcana. So we need to take the leap of faith. We need to trust that everything is happening in divine order, everything is happening perfectly in our lives. We need to take the leap of faith, have faith in the universe, have faith in ourselves that we will learn to fly when we jump. So we need to trust our soul, we need to trust our soul's eye, take the lead and take the leap of faith. Wow, wonderful cards. So finally, let's see what blessings are coming to us with this full moon. What blessings are coming to us with this full moon? What blessings are coming to us? Morrigan's blessings of peace after battle. So yes, we have gone through a real fight. We have been healing ourselves. We have all gone through the dark night of the soul. We have fought people off. We have protected ourselves. It has really been a battle for many of us. Survival has become a battle. Keeping ourselves happy, being in self-love, keeping ourselves afloat. Everything is a battle at this moment. So we are getting the blessings of peace after the battle. Isn't that beautiful? So we are going to be in peace. A blessing to heal a relationship. Wow. So all of those who are having challenges in relationships, I know this lockdown has caused a lot of challenges. The planets were such aligned and they still are actually very crucially aligned, which is bringing up a lot of anger, frustration, angst, injustice, grudges up to the surface. So we need to heal all that. It's good to sit face to face, talk it out and release it rather than holding it in your heart and letting it fester and coming to a boil and becoming bigger than it actually is. So a blessing to heal a relationship, which we really need. What other blessing is coming to us? Wow. A blessing for unity where once there was division. So isn't this beautiful? For all those relationships that were in division, that are in separation, especially twin flames and soulmates who are in separation, who have had a fight in the relationship, who are not on talking terms, who are having anger and angst against each other, who are feeling that injustice was perpetrated on them and things are on a dead and buried and everything. You have a blessing for unity where once there was division. So where you felt that it was over, it was divided and we are gone our separate ways, now nothing can be done. Unity is coming for you. So somewhere you're getting a blessing of unity. Wow, isn't that beautiful? Especially for relationships. So finally we'll pull out some cards from this deck. This has both crystals and animal totems, spirit animals. So I'll pull 2 crystals and 2 animals. So we have Trilobite. It says, do you feel a need for protection? Are you very sensitive to the feelings and emotions of others? Have you noticed that you need to spend time alone to feel balanced? You are a highly sensitive person and extremely intuitive. Use your intuition as a filtering system to keep unwelcome energies from interfering with your inner peace. Wow. So yes, I have been feeling that a lot. A lot of energies of people are interfering with my peace. So I keep myself grounded and keep yourself separate. Sometimes you have to cut off from people who are adding toxicity to your life to bring peace into your own life. We have Borisite. Do you trust your intuition? Do you have a very good sense of smell? Have you developed a strong circle of friends and family? You can access great power by believing your hunches and feelings about people and life situations. Trust yourself and embrace your sacred circle of community to enjoy companionship, love, and support. Use aromatherapy as a tool for personal health and well-being. So both the cards are talking a lot of intuition. So people, trust your intuition. What you're seeing in your mind's eye, what you are picking up is really true. So trust it. Lot of self-love. Use aromatherapy. Pay attention to your own intuition. At the moment, focus on your own inner peace and your own personal boundaries, your own personal health and well-being. Both these cards are talking about self-love. So pay attention to that. Heal yourself. Don't bother about anybody else or anyone else in the world. Just yourself. You are important. So let's pull out 2 animal cards. Let's see which animal wants to talk to us. We have the bat. I go within to retreat into the deep caverns of my consciousness. See, this is again asking you to go within. I see the silver lining and have faith in the transformative power of change. I'm grounded, focused, and tuned into the universe. I stay focused on the blessings in my life. Challenging situations have been transformed. Goodness has been revealed and restored. Wow. So again, pay attention to your deeper consciousness. Go within. Trust your intuition. There's always a silver lining to every cloud. Be grounded and be focused. See the good in every situation and you will find you have a lot of blessings in your life. The last card for today, we have the bee. I am fertile with great ideas. I am focused and creative. It is easy for me to be creative and bring a project to fruition. I take the time to enjoy the sweetness of life. It's very enjoyable for me to work in harmony with others. Wow. So this was going to be a challenge to the 3 of Pentacles. So we need to call on to the bee animal spirit to give us the energy to be able to work with others in harmony. And the bee challenge, it is helping us resolve that challenge of not being able to work in a team. The bee will give us the harmony and the patience to work with others. It is also giving us fertile ideas, new focus, and making us more creative and bring a project to completion. Wow. So amazing blessings coming from the universe. The universe is taking care of us. Remember, there will be challenges, but in spite of that, the universe is protecting you and always guiding you. The challenges are coming to just teach you a lesson in life, to change you, to make you more loving and more compassionate and kind. That's the only purpose of the universe. That's all the universe wants from you, to learn to be in unconditional love, peace, harmony, compassion, and love. Beautiful, isn't it? So this was a short reading. I just on the impulse did it. I hope you liked it and it resonated with you. If it did, do like, share and subscribe. And I would love to hear your comments in the section below. Do comment. I always appreciate it. Thank you so much.